Hi guys, I'm Danielle. Welcome back to my reading nook. I'm just going to jump into the video. This is going to be my top 10 favorite books and series. These are all my opinion, and this is all me, what I like. And if you like them too, like, comment, and subscribe. The first book on my list is The Storyteller by Jodi Picoult. It's about a young woman who meets an elderly man who wants her help with ending his life. And he tells her secrets about his past. And this young woman comes to find out secrets from him about her family. And she goes to the police and she asks her family questions about about the family's past and what can she do, one, to get closure on the tragedy of her family's past, while also getting this man to not end his life, but also to end his life, to see what happens. I love this book only because it's about, I don't know. When I think about The Storyteller, I think about a woman who just wants justice for her family, and she wants to figure out how she can live her best life while also struggling with something that she knows she doesn't want to do. I highly suggest you go pick this book up and read it for yourself, because there are secrets that I don't want to spoil for you that you will find so good. Number 2 on my list is My Sister's Keeper, also by Jodi Picoult. It's about a girl named Anna who was born to save the life of her sister who has cancer. And when Anna becomes old enough, she sues her parents for medical emancipation over her body and her life, because yes, she wants to save her sister, but she wants to make the decision herself what she wants to do with her body and her organs and all that. And I've never dealt with something like that or thought of that, and I love this book because yes, Anna loves her sister, but also she feels like she's forced to do that by her parents, and she doesn't want to do it anymore. And I read this book when I was beginning of my sophomore year, like summer before my sophomore year, for a English class assignment. And I read this book in like 2 days. And as I was reading it, I was telling my family to leave me alone and let me read it. And this is a good book. The movie did not do it justice. It didn't. Please go pick up My Sister's Keeper, because you'll see the underlying love between two sisters and the love for her parents as well, and the parents of her, but she just wants to be free to make her own choices about her body. Number 3 is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Why? Because it's The Notebook. You may or may not heard of The Notebook, but this is about a couple who met when they were teens at a fair, and they fell in love. They break up. The man goes into the army, and he writes the love of his life letters for a year. And when he's done with the army, they reconnect, they fall back in love, and they journal their love with a notebook. And if one of them forgets who they are, they just read the notebook and fall back in love. I want a love that knows no bounds, that knows no time. I love The Notebook because it shows you that love can span between different times and different places, and it never really goes away. That's a good book, and that's why it's on my list. I mean, have you seen the movie? Have you even read the book? How do you suggest you do? Number 4 is the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. It's about a human girl, who goes to the Fey Lands, falls in love with a man who turns out to be a beast, but also falls in love with another man who opens her eyes and allows her to be herself, while also forming armies to save the Fey Lands as well as the human lands. I love this series. I do. I can reread this series all day, anytime, only because who doesn't want to read a Cassian, Azrael, chapter 55 of the second book? But people who read the series know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't read the series, please go check out Court of Thorns and Roses. Please do. You won't be sorry. Number 5 is the Vampire Academy series by Richelle Mead. I love this series. I read the series. It's a 6-book series that I read in 1 month. Yep, I read that in 1 month. And it's about 2 best friends. One is a vampire, one is a vampire protector. And together they have to save the life of the vampire friend, but also trying to stop evil vampires from taking the lives of good vampires or turning them into evil vampires, or also finding out who they are in this world, what they want to do with their lives, how they want to do with their lives, who to love, who to trust, who to save, they uncover plots. I can't get enough of this series. I would never give the series away, only because I know I'm going to reread it again. Because, come on. Yes, I read the Twilight series, but the Vampire Academy might be a little bit better. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. Very good series if you like vampires. Vampire Academy series. Number 6 on my list is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is about a girl who sees her childhood best friend killed by police, and while getting justice for him, she begins to question who she is and where her loyalties lie, and should she speak out, should she not speak out, what to do in this time of crisis. I cried when I read this book. This book is so powerful. It tells the story of what's happening a lot in this country. And I've cried. I cried hard. This is a great book. And I would never stop advocating for this book, because come on. Shit like this needs to stop. It does. Okay, number 7 is Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. It's about a young girl from an African tribe in an African country who wants to restore magic in her tribe, within her country, because the king outlawed it and banned it and killed those who practice magic. And she wants to bring it back and overthrow the king, because magic is a part of her. Magic is a part of who she is, and it's not fair for someone who doesn't understand to kill those with magic. She gets help from other people who want magic restored and an unlikely ally who is close to the king. I love these two books. It's a trilogy. I don't know what the third book is yet. I don't know the title or when it comes out, but I will let you guys know. But please go check out this series. If you like magic, or if you like, a character who is a person of color from an African country. I want to read more books where the main character is a person of color. And if you do too, pick up the Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Number 8 is Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult. It's about a nurse who gets sued because an infant died, and the infant's parents, who are white supremacists, think that the nurse killed the infant. Jodi Picoult is one of the authors who writes about who to write about any topic. This is a great book. It is. I was so mad. I was so mad at the white supremacist parents, only because that if a nurse or someone who's doing their job and they're good at it, let them do their job. Doesn't matter if the skin color, religion, none of that. If they're good at their job, let them do their job. They're not gonna jeopardize their reputation or the other person because, come on. Read the book. I'm sure you will be in your feelings and you would want to smack the living daylights out of the oppressors. I know, I wanted to. Number 9 is 2 by 2 by Nicholas Sparks. It's about a man who divorced his wife and now is raising his daughter. And it's the love between a father and daughter who must come together, it's about a guy who's a single father who needs to figure out how to be a single father while also running a business. And the love that this father has for his daughter, it's a different type of love that we don't see from Nicholas Sparks. And I like it because it's not one of his usual love stories. It's really good. And the last book, number 10, is Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. It's about a military man and a college girl who meet while the military man is on leave. They fall in love, and over the course of many years, they write each other letters, and when the military man is on leave, they are always together, and even though they're in love, will it stand the test of time, and how military man can their love keep them together or not? Or will life get in the way? I like this book because I always wanted to date someone within the military. I don't know why, I just do. It's a really good book. It is. I love it. And that's why it's on my top 10 favorite books. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what your top 10 favorite books and series is. Hope you have a great day. And if I don't post on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day. Happy reading.